Welcome, Jermaine. Thanks for joining us. I
Good
appreciate you
morning.
may be on another call. Jermaine,
Yeah,
where are you joining us from?
North Carolina.
Awesome, awesome. Well, if you do want to, if you do want to share your video, we'd love to see you. But if you don't want to, we understand. If you want to turn your video off, if you need to do other things, we completely understand.
Yeah, I don't. My external camera, I don't even have it up right now. I'll probably do it tomorrow when I get to my office.
No worries at all. Well, welcome to the session. Thanks for joining us. Marguerite has just joined us as well. So we'll wait for Marguerite to join and then we'll commence.
All right.
Welcome, Marguerite. Thank you for joining us as well. Lovely to have you with us this morning. It only feels like it's been a couple of hours. So it is just coming up to 10:45 here in Sydney. This is our long day. So my gratitude to Shiloh as well from our Cred team. We've been going since 5:30 a.m. here this morning in Sydney. So it's been a long day for us. And yeah, thank you for choosing to start your day with us and support the community in a 3-day challenge. And we hope that the webinar was insightful for you yesterday and that you got a lot of value from it in terms of learning some new things, maybe reinforcing some things you may have already known, and hopefully some helpful tips to incorporate into your daily life. And this 15-minute check-in is what we call the Cred.15. So it's a space to help you navigate this time, to have a sense of connection and belonging. And we always say, if this is an appropriate time for you, we want to support you to use this time to build some strong habits. And we hope this is 15 minutes to allow you just to slow down your brain, to start your day very mindfully, to become very present to how you want to show up in the world and what you want to achieve. And to help us prepare for our session, we'll do our arrival exercise as we do every 15-minute session and on our 30-day webinars, our weekly webinars. So I invite you to make sure you feel comfortable and relaxed as we arrive. Breathe. Breathe again. Smile. Relax. Arrive where you are. Be natural. Open to effortlessness, to being rather than doing. Drop everything. Let go and arrive. So hopefully you can feel yourself just become a little bit more present as we start and we check in. So it's a good opportunity to take out the app. So we are recording this session. Some people have asked us to record because they can't be with us and they do it a watch back in their own time. So if you want to just take out the app now and check in, first of all, notice your energy levels. Notice, as Kendra said this morning or evening for you on Monday, what's the battery like? Are you starting in red, amber, or green? So just take a moment to notice without judging yourself. And what word or combination of words describe how you feel at this point of your day? Bearing in mind, they can be at opposite ends of the spectrum. These swirling emotions can coexist at the same time. And our goal here is to become more aware, to label them, to build our emotional literacy, to see this as data where we can see patterns and trends, and to allow you to use this information or data to respond and not react. As you will have seen this morning when we showed that weekly summary, the more you do this, the more you'll build a habit, but the more you'll see those patterns and you'll be able to play them back each week. So just take a moment to notice. This, what's top of mind for you? What do you notice you're thinking about as you're about to start your day? Or I'm sure many of you have started your day already. What thoughts are bubbling away? Just take a moment to notice. Notice what you're thinking. And we'll move into our scan of our 3 pillars. So Kendra shared quite a bit of information today about why these are important. So we're helping set our intention for the day. We know that focus is we have limited capacity in our brain. Many of us try to do many things and multiple things. This prefrontal cortex part of our brain can hold 3 to 4 things in working memory. And hence you'll probably see that the Cred slides, we talk in rules of 3. So I invite you to think about using this precious resource of your brain with limited capacity, and how would you use it wisely? And Kendra mentioned this morning, sorry, I had to keep on saying this afternoon for you, or yesterday for you, that time is often seen as the most precious commodity, but attention, where we choose to put our attention and focus, is our most precious commodity. So with that in mind, how do you want to show up in the world today? How do you want to impact people around you? Are you going to be an encourager? Are you going to be a voice of calm amongst some of the chaos? Are you going to support people to listen more? Are you going to be perhaps a positive beacon? What is it for you? And yes, there are things we need to get done. So think about your day ahead. What are your top priorities today? Starting with your number one priority. If you want to apply laser-like focus to one thing today, be very specific. What is that one thing? And what are your next couple of priorities that you really want to focus on today? And look at your day ahead and be very intentional about when you're going to focus on these things. When's the best time to apply your energy and attention? You know your energy levels best. You know when you're in flow. So thinking of your priorities, just take a moment to either write down or just mentally allocate the time to these priorities today. Perhaps there's some things that are floating around that you kind of feel, oh, I've got 4, 5, 6 things I need to get done. What about you give yourself permission just to move some things to tomorrow or even later in a week? Are there some things that you could shift that take a bit of the pressure off you, support you to manage your energy, and maybe take away some of that underlying anxiety? and to support you to be your most energetic self today and the person you want to show up in the world as today. What are you needing from other people to support you today? Is there something you're needing people to be around you to support you, or is there something that you're needing people to do for you? Think of one person that can make a huge difference in your day today. Our second pillar of move, we encourage you to be physically active for at least 30 minutes every day. We know it's really good for our brain health. It fuels that reward part of our brain and dampens down that cortisol threat response, which Kendra said can last for up to 27 hours in our brain. So have a look at your day as we start our day with intention. Think about what is it you're going to do today and when are you going to make some time to move. You might need to intersperse it around some of your priorities. You may need to split it up. It could be just a walk to gather your thoughts as you set your intention for the day. What is it that your body is needing today? And finally, in Connect, we encourage you to do in the service of others, to reach out and call and check in with at least one other person today. Maybe not everyone has access to a resource like this or support, or maybe just people are feeling a sense of overwhelm or stress and anxiety. You never know the impact you're going to have in someone's day. It might be the call that they're just needing, and it could zap them. We shared today the amount of impacts that you've had as a community in the first week of the challenge. It's pretty powerful to be able to see what the community has been able to achieve together. And you will actually feel better for it. This reward part of our brain, is the feel-good factor when we do for others, lasts twice as long as when we receive. So we hope this session has helped you start your day with intention. We do encourage you to spend some time reflecting on your daily actions later on today at the time that's most convenient for you. So do check in at least one other time. You've got the first one done today, maybe around lunchtime or whenever is appropriate for you, and then in the evening. So if you're using the app, do encourage you to track and check in that, measure, record how many check-ins you've done, record how many minutes you've moved for, and record how many connects you've done, because you'll see that impact in your weekly report. And it'll help us understand how impactful this community has been. So thank you for joining us. It's just gone over a minute over. Wishing you a wonderful day ahead. We will be back here at the same time tomorrow. And do feel free to hang on the line. If you do have a question, we can stay and hang around and answer any questions that you may have. But if not, you need to leave. I want to thank you for being with us here today. Thank you.